What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and it's determined. It is done. It is over. The world can begin to heal because after a week of nonstop Marvel's disaster after disaster, Marvel shatters another MCU record, post worst first Monday box office gross in MCU history. After a whole week of cope non-stop from these weirdos, getting things like, I better see this exact same energy from y'all when Aquaman 2 bombs even harder. You got this dude who literally blamed everything, including COVID. You had misogyny, COVID, Disney, all sorts of garbage thrown in here to blame it all. You had people blaming this is still the highest grossing film opening by a black female director. The Marvels opened with a 110.3 million worldwide. Oh God, you gotta love it. You had people actually coming after Gary, Nerdrotic, Yellow Flash, and some guy named Jesse, I don't know. You had Nia DaCosta come out, call us every name in the book. Virulent, violent, racist, sexist, and homophobic. All those. Now, we have the second week numbers. And my God, it has cemented the Marvels as dead in the water. Week 2 of the Marvels. Worldwide box office, $161 million, $324,000. This is a disaster of a movie. Look at the domestic box office, only $65 million. Now, this is not actually taking into account Monday's numbers. When Monday's numbers comes out, this might be a little higher. Because I do this about Sunday afternoon, putting these out, recording these and everything, so I don't have all the full numbers. But as it stands right now, the Marvels is dead in the water. And when you actually look at how the box office is run, when you go week over week, Friday saw a 87% drop. Saturday saw a 71% drop. And as of right now on Sunday, we're looking at a 68% drop for this movie as it stands, breaking in a massive drop, a 78% drop. Movies usually have to have about a 40 to 50% drop just to maintain hold. Okay. This is the worst drop in MCU history, Marvel history. Because, and I'm going to put it into perspective from you. And here's Luis Fernando over on Twitter. That's it. Hashtag the Marvels crashes and burns, making history and beating Morbius as biggest second weekend drop of all time for a CBM at US box office. Top 10 below after grossing just 10.2 million on third day weekend. Horrific legs, dropping negative 79% from opening weekend for a 65 million US cumulative. Okay, whatever. It will be a first MCU film in history not to gross the $100 million mark in its entire domestic run, eye-opening a 80 million to 90 million US run. So he's projecting about an 80 million to 90 million US run, and this is the top 10 worst Marvel. Actually, no, this is the top 10 worst second weekend numbers of all time. The Marvels has beat out Morbius. Morbius beat The Flash. You got Dark Phoenix. And here, let me read these numbers. The Marvels, negative 77.9% drop. Morbius, negative 73.8% drop. The Flash, negative 72.5% drop. Dark Phoenix, negative 71.5% drop. You come over here to The Suicide Squad, negative 71.5. Hellboy, negative 70.7. Quantumania, 69.69. It has a worse drop than Marvel's Quantumania. Hulk, 69.7. Batman v Superman, 69.1. Elektra, 69%. Some of a mixture of bag. I like The Suicide Squad, but it did technically bomb. all sorts of excuses, what have you, probably was already written off. Anyways, all these movies, except for like the Suicide Squad and Hellboy 2. And I'll throw in Hulk. Hell, I'll even throw in Batman v Superman. The rest of these movies weren't really great. They were kind of crappy. This movie has lost more viewers than Morbius, The Flash. And Quantumania had a better retention, and Quantumania freaking flopped. Then you go down to MCU weekend drops. Black Panther, 44.7. Thor, 47.2. Guardians of the Galaxy, 47.6. Iron Man, 48.1. These are great drops. These are great retention. These are people that stuck around. These are their drop-offs. And you keep scrolling down. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ant-Man. These are fantastic. And you come all the way down here. You got Eternals. This lost more than the Eternals thus far. The Eternals, one of the worst movies to date. Homecoming did better. Wakanda Forever did better. Multiverse of Madness did better. No Way Home did better. Thor Love and Thunder did better. Black Widow did better. Quantumania did better. All did better than the Marvels. Awful drop-off. Then, when you come over here to Louise's other side, the Marvels overseas also didn't do good. It did worse than Shang-Chi overseas. Overseas, the Marvels also had a disastrous second weekend at the box office after grossing just $19.5 million versus Shang-Chi's $35.2 million. Shang-Chi wasn't released in China. That was a big excuse for why Shang-Chi failed, was it didn't get that Chinese box office. This movie was released in China, didn't get that. Guess what? Reports were, and I couldn't find the actual reports myself, but reports were, you had a 90% drop in China. This movie is a flop. This movie is a failure. And what does it have to blame? What the MCU has done. They have repeatedly done this. They did this to themselves. Identity politics, focusing on the message, blaming the fans, not giving them what the fans actually wanted. This led to one of the biggest MCU disasters of all time, especially when you take into account what came out this week. The Marvels cost about $300 million to make and market, and arrived at 47 million in domestic sales. This was from last week, okay? That's that first weekend number. This movie cost $300 million to make. That means this movie needs to make about $600 million to $700 million just to break even. And as it stands right now, with that drop off, with where it is right now and the worldwide box office, it ain't getting there. I don't even see this movie possibly making it to $250 million worldwide. It might. I don't see it. I legitimately don't see it. And all the people that you have to blame for this, for you Marvel stans out there, for the people making all the excuses and coping, oh my God, a Marvel movie flops so viciously. Oh, Brie Larson. Oh, but the minorities. Oh, all you have to blame is Marvel themselves. They did this to themselves. The focusing in identity politics, the focusing in on the message above all else, the focusing constantly on woke, intersectional feminism, politics, blaming everything, bad storytelling, bad character designs, not giving what the fans actually wanted, not giving them what they've been desiring the whole time. You got the biggest flop of all time. And what it's looking like, you might have okay movies here or there in the box office, but it isn't going to change. You have what's next for Marvel? Oh, we got Echo coming out. Echo's going to be good. Oh, it's dropping all at once on both Hulu and Disney Plus. We got tons of garbage coming up, and it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And I'm going to sit here. I'm going to laugh the whole way because this is the definitive marker that the MCU is dead, nobody cares, and you have lost all the normal audiences. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now. What's going on, guys? Listen, it's Christmas season coming up, and you know what makes great gifts? That's right, Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee makes wonderful gifts, and guess what? They don't just have great coffees, teas, and cocos. They also got gear, they got K-cups, and also they got wonderful gift boxes. Gift boxes that include all sorts of wonderful great goodies. You got chocolate covered coffee beans, raspberry yogurt pretzel twists, sea salt milk chocolates, caramel. You got chocolate covered coffee beans, peppermint hot cocoa, spicy and sweet treat mixes, kettle corn pop, premium vacuum travel tumblers, and all sorts of wonderful great stuff that you can get at Coffee Brand Coffee. And these make great Christmas gifts. So guys, please check out coffeebrandcoffee.com and use promo code BACKTACO at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, promo code BACKTACO.